Hello, welcome back to my creative ego. So today I'm going to be a bit of a detective. I was wondering which one of you lovely crafters left this at the store. So yes, I was looking through the Miss Sparkle & Co. items and I saw this. I was going to buy it until I saw what was in the bottle. So maybe you guys can help me solve this little mystery. Huh? So yes, there was a lot of great Miss Sparkle & Co. items. I did not pick this one up. However, I did pick up some sequins and I thought these were really, really beautiful. And I don't know, the colors just made me super happy, so I picked them up. Next up, I picked up some embossing folders. Primarily, you guys know I love my donuts and I love the sprinkles on this one, so I picked this one up. And then also I mixed this up with another stamp set that was part of the collection and I created this little thing so you can get a good idea of what the embossing folder looks like. And then I love buying things that deal with birthdays because, you know, it's year-round. You're always making a lot of different cards. And so I picked this one up. This is what the balloons look like. And one of them had stripes. And I thought this one was going to have polka dots, but it is actually a solid piece. So it's a solid balloon, as you can see here. And as you can probably tell, there are no strings attached. And as I say that, I am kind of reminded of the album from NSYNC. I don't know if any of you guys remember that album. And it's important for balloons to have strings on them. Why? Because if you don't, they go. So there were so many goodies in the Miss Sparkle & Co. collection, but as you can see, my store didn't have that many of them. So I'm going to leave in the description box down below a video by Kendra of 504 Pretty Things. She picked up a lot of great goodies from that collection. Yeah. And now I actually want to continue on with the haul that I posted yesterday. So as I mentioned on my previous video, there is a sale going on at Joann's, and I learned that from Crafty Cake 7 here on YouTube. So I had mentioned that I went back twice, and that's only because I didn't realize that a lot of these paper pads were super cute, and so I had to return to the store. When I went back the second time, that huge table that I first saw on the day that I went was gone. I was like, nobody could have possibly bought that many paper pads. So I walked around the store, kind of looked around to see if I could find it. And then I asked a few associates and nobody really knew what I was talking about. And I was like, I have a receipt. I was here yesterday. I picked things up. It's real. I'm telling you. So nobody could really help me. They all just said it probably sold out. And so that's kind of what I thought. So I moseyed my way down to where the books were at because I love looking at the magazines and seeing what's new out there. And as I was picking one up, I stood in line and I realized that, oh my gosh, in front of me was this little stand full of the paper pads. And so it was actually just half an end cap where the cashiers were at. And half an end cap really doesn't seem like that much, but the papers were stacked from top to bottom. And so I was going through all these paper pads. A lot of people were looking at me like I was like a weirdo. Nobody bothered to look at them with me though. So here I am stacking them all up in my cart. And I think I know why, because the price tag says $7.97. And for most people, that's still a lot. It's a lot for me. I probably wouldn't have picked it up. But when you go to the cashier, and it has to be the cashier, you can't go to like an associate who has a scanner in the aisle because the prices won't ring up the same way. So I paid $3.23 for these 12 by 12 paper pads, and they're really great selection. So I got some from Chamal, and I really love this one because I'm kind of like late in doing all of my Easter crafting. So I found a lot of great items that I can use for that, especially these wreaths right here. So imagine just putting the word Happy Easter on it and turning it into a card. And it's also really great for kind of like newborns and nurseries or even weddings, I think. This is another paper pad by Chamal. This one's called Go Now Go. And this is probably one of my favorite pages out of the collection. I mean, all of them are very useful, but I really love like the city look on this page. I know a lot of you are huge fans of the Maggie Holmes Bloom collection. I also was able to pick that up for $3.23, and I was super excited to find it because, you know, I had just finished my Project Life scrapbook with all my Maggie Holmes Project Life cards, but there are still so many left over, so I'm also going to try another scrapbook album using this paper pad. They have the Jan Hatfield, which is called the Everyday Collection. This came in the 12 by 12 and the 6 by 6. The 6 by 6 was $1.48. And I tell you, you can't beat those prices. And I really, really love this collection as well because you guys know I love food. I love the lemons on here, the pineapples, the oranges. I can just imagine like creating recipe books using this paper pad. And so I really, really love this one as well. And this is the party paper or paper party pad. So I picked this one up only because I really like the price on it, $3.23. Plus, it had a lot of different activities, and I said, why not give it a try? And I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised. So in this paper pad, you have this template to make boxes. More specifically, it's supposed to be a cupcake box, but I just kind of turned it into this box, and I didn't really seal it all the way through. But I have to say that this actually did a really great job in creating the box because I've tried a lot of the templates that come with some of these paper pads and sometimes it's way off. But this was actually a pretty good one. And as you can see, you can make a mini envelope with it, mini pinwheels and crowns. I haven't tried any of those quite yet. Basically, the party paper pad, you're going to get the decorative cardstock. You're also going to get some templates to kind of create those cupcake party boxes, mini pinwheels, crowns, as well as the mini envelopes. You do get these punch outs, so you get these little woodland creatures. You only get one page of this one, so you have your bears, your raccoons, and your foxes, and then you only get one page of this one as well, which has the stars and the sentiments. These ones you actually get quite a few pages of, so these are meant for you to kind of roll up to create like 3D or dimensional flowers, and as you can see, that's what I did here. So I don't know, I just tried out a few of the projects and I thought that everything turned out pretty good. The example that they give on the directions and how it actually turned out look pretty similar, so that's always a plus. And finally, we get to this paper pad, which is called Good Eats. I actually have two of them in my collection, so I picked these up way before they went on clearance. And I really love, of course, the donut pages as well as the sprinkle pages. It's just a really fun paper pad with a whole lot of puns on here. And I don't know, a lot of these are probably going to get you singing out loud because, you know, you have this one right here that says, "Don't go breaking my heart, I couldn't if I tried, dun dun da 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 da, ooh, ooh. Nobody knows it, nobody knows it." I know, it just says, "Don't go baking my heart," but it kind of makes you want to sing that Elton John tune. And this one kind of reminds you of like a Bonnie Raitt tune, right? "Let's give them something to talk about."
Huh? No.
I know, it's probably really weird to have me sing, right? But I really do hope you guys enjoy the videos and you guys get good laughs from it. And that's pretty much going to do it for today's haul. I thank you guys so much for watching me be very, very silly today. And if you're new and I haven't scared you off yet, Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to be notified of all of my new videos.